YouTube check, 1, 2, YouTube check. Okay, we're observing XRP dropping into some critical targets over here, and I do think I have the reason why. Would it have been a little silly of us to think that it couldn't drop into that target there from yesterday's analysis? Well, we also identified the potentials of USDT, the tether dominance running to the upside here, specifically to the 51 to 52% level. That we did knock out. Now, observing XRP's price in declining the way that it did, it actually declined a little faster than it did normally, which kind of indicates that we were at a liquid pocket. But what does that mean for the immediate short? Does that mean that we have further downside to go? Does that mean that we have upside to go? I think I might have a bit of an answer here. But let's study this, okay? Because it's a bit of a tricky one. So I want you guys to follow me the entire way so that you can make yourselves that opinion at the end of this video, okay, guys? But before we get started, please do me the favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, do everything necessary to get this thing to live long, thrive, and survive. My name is Arca, coming at you here at 9:34 p.m. Pacific time on Thursday, November 6th. Spot price on XRP is sitting just at about 222.87, right? Looking not too shabby there. And the percentage here on the very famous tether dominance is sitting at 5.43% and presently declining, as it is something that we were potentially observing. Now, the decline here could turn into many things. In fact, there is a critical backtest that this should be performing. Observing traditional price, guys, remember this, right? I know that a lot of people get turned around when you start talking about the tether dominance, but it's inverse the XRP asset, right? So as long as this goes down, XRP goes up. So if we're looking at the breakout from this section here, which is kind of how we determined that we would go into this 5.78, maybe even to the 5.86, we would need to retrace, right? We would need to retrace to not test this, no, and not this here either. It's all of this here. Even the potential of dropping into this liquid pocket right at around 5.08, which means that, remember yesterday, I mean, guys, we were sitting at around 228 XRP, 227-ish, right? And in this pump to the upside that we were determining to come back and test, that gave us, 220, 227, 228, all the way down to 217, almost a 10-cent drop. So they're, making this thing drop from 5.43 all the way down to a potential 5.08 could actually make a pretty strong difference in the price of XRP in the more immediate short term. Now, is there something that we can use to determine that kind of move on XRP? Well, yes, there is. Let's go ahead and take a look at that now. All right, so I'm going to, number one, I'm going to redo these targets here, right? Despite the fact that we ended up, saying that we would likely bounce from this liquid pocket here of 228.96, 229, which, I mean, we kind of did, right? We bounced exactly from that 229.68 and bounced all the way up to 230, past 231.51. So that we did get, but the slip was still a lot stronger. It still came down way lower, despite the fact that USDT had a limited upside. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to delete everything here, right? Because it doesn't matter. And I can already see where we can maybe adjust, right? So giving you the downside would be psychologically set or psychologically put. So we have either this pivot here to kind of identify for us, or this pivot right over here, opposing what we did before, which was down here. So now if I use something like this here, and start to maybe apply some of these resistance levels, well, then we come to an area that's very, I guess, similar to what this can be here, right? So that's the whole thing here. I want to try to achieve that support because I believe that that's kind of what was used here for us to determine that top side, right, or the bottom side. So observing it just like this, guys, I think that it would be something like this here, right, and this would still be part of your broadening wedge. In fact, we could probably even use something as far as this pivot back here, right? So if we use that pivot and kind of connect some of these lines like this, let's see. Oh yeah, that could be something right there. Hold on. Yeah, something like this here, right? We have some connectors right in here, right? This is your rejection, bounce from this area, continuation to the upside. We have another one located right about this point here, right? And of course, we have some that are correlated on this top side or the bottom side, right? So this is now what I'm observing, okay? So this gives you a psychological reason to retrace back into this area, which explains why the 228.96 would have to create this downside. The reason I'm showing you this, guys, is so that you can kind of catch my train of thought and see how I'm able to determine these targets and also learn on the, in the process. So this is a formation that I've traded many, many times. And it's just, the drop from your 230s all the way down to your 217 doesn't seem like it has a lot of probability, being that we bounced out of and validated a lot of these supports along the way already. Even this here with this pocket here, right? So retouching those pockets is curious, but that only tells you that, yeah, we're respecting market psychology here, and there is a present bullish factor in this, and I am going to show it to you. I'm just going to start drawing exactly what it is, starting with this inverse head and shoulders here. So this is your reaccumulation right here, right? So you guys, if you ever search on Google, right, just search inverse head and shoulders, it's a pretty bullish formation. But other than that, guys, I'm just going to go ahead and state here that I'm going to put together the targets. And as I do, I would like to just warn you that, when you join the ARCABULLS trading team, guys, on Discord or anything like that, I'm not really coming up to you to say hello. I never friend request anyone first, right? I don't do that because I want to respect the rule here, right? No one will get that kind of treatment like that, so that we can maintain the criminals outside. So if there is an Arca that's reaching out to you by saying hello or whatever and welcome to the team, it is not me. Okay, you guys, so know that for a fact that it is absolutely not me. Okay, so and know that I'm not going to ask you to transfer over your crypto or to trade in the platform, whatever. It's not me. I'm not going to friend request you, message you, or nothing first. Okay, guys? So make sure to stop talking to those dudes immediately. Okay, I have another bullish formation here, guys, so I'm going to put that target together for you on the upside as well. Okay, so with that, guys, as well, please know that the tools that I'm going to be using right after this to validate these upsides and to target these upsides are also available in the description below, including your data cells on the right, and also the newly revamped and completely pro stochastic. This is your momentum one, right, guys? Now displaying to you the biases, telling you this is likely for downside or likely for upside, with validations that right now are pending, right? So make sure, guys, to get these algorithms in the description below and send over your proof of purchase to arcabulls@gmail.com should you have purchased it overnight. All right, guys, really does help. I really appreciate everyone's support here. So all good in the hood. Here are the liquid zones for this area as a likelihood, I guess it's a pretty high likelihood of reaching these targets here. Especially seeing that we have a multi-formation here, guys. This is looking okay. All right, team. So yeah, let's kind of favor some of these targets here. Actually, that 226.37 is just about right. I use this here in complete discretion. All right. Yeah, okay, perfect. So yeah, we have an exit strategy from your inverse head and shoulders, right, guys? This would be two biases here, and this is likely to start soon. Okay, so let's validate this, guys. Let's validate, because now we know the targets to the downside specific to USDT. So tether dominance already gave us that answer. Let's go ahead and look at the answers here for XRP. We're reaching 10 minutes in this video, guys, almost there actually. So let me get those ATWs in the chat. Make sure to throw them up, represent, and everything is good. Okay, so let's go from granular time frames here and see what's good in the hood, sir. So presently speaking, right, there is a bit of inverse head and shoulders within this bull flag too, which is just absolutely funny and very curious. Okay, so let's look at this. So you know what? It's already on a downside bias there. So let's look. Yeah, so your 1 minute time frame does have a downside bias as well. 2 minute time frame showing that downside. Remember, this is just used for the acceleration of the time frame's bias, right? So if this is suggesting downside, remember that this would be accelerating downside or decelerating downside. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and scooch through this quickly so we can get everybody situated here. So downside into 1, 2, 3 minute, 4 minute time frame is also showing, actually that would be it. So 4 minutes of downside, that would be it. It may have just happened already, right? So this oh wait, look at this, preferred targets to the upside so far. This is suggesting a 4 minute time frame of $2.24. So let's go ahead and take that into consideration here. Of course, it would be right at the top, just under 224. So this would be it right here. Let's go ahead and just put that in real quick, right? So, okay, after that, guys, what happens, right? Downside would start from the 4 minute time frame. So let's see. Oh, wait. It's still, no. It's still suggesting downside at the close of that 4 minute. Hold on. So let's go ahead and adjust. I'm going to do this as fast as humanly possible for all of you. Let's see. Okay. Almost there. So 30 minutes time frame. I think I'm going to suggest, yeah, I'm probably going to use that, 15 minute time frame upside bias. Let's see. We have 23 seconds left on this. If I'm going to do that, that means another bull flag is coming in on this. 18 seconds left. And it does have a pretty strong upside here. We're closing below the opening of the red bar, so this may actually kink a little bit and show us a bias that is unlikely for upside just yet. 6 seconds left. Let's go ahead and see if this kinks down, guys. It's already kinking right now, so that's not looking too good. Let's see. All right, kink. Yep, downside still. 20 minute time frame still with a downside, and still looking at 30 minute time frame down. There we go. We have upside into the hourly time frame. How far up do we have though, right? So that would be total downside from the hourly and then up from that low. So this would be 219.15. Heads up, this is likely touching some supports back down into the 219.15. Let's find out what that is. Okay, the most likely area for support would be denying downside starting from this point here at 221.09, but should it continue to the downside, this is your 219.44 where it absolutely could hit. And does that invalidate your inverse head and shoulders? No. Actually, that's fine. It would create either a tweezer bottom, right, or another tweezer bottom here, something. But it looks okay still. So the upside would start from either this point here. It's only the offset of about 1 cent or 2 cents there. So the upside starts from the hourly time frame. Upside into the 2, upside 3, 4. Yep, still into the 4. Let's see, 6 hours time frame, still upside. And I would say just about 8 hours of upside from here, guys. So that would be the opening of your 8 hour bar. Yeah, that's looking okay. Let's see. That would be a current ATR. Yeah, we're going around the 230, 74, 231. Yeah, we're retracing back to kind of where we came from yesterday, guys. That's presently what I'm seeing. This is not bad. Not bad at all. So let's see. There's your discretion, right? Discretionary targets are leading to 228.38. Heads up on the further resistances would be 220. Let me see. Here you go, guys. These are your top end signals where I think you may actually reach 229.57 to just about 230.93. In fact, I may need to adjust that low. 230, yeah, 230.92, that's fine. All right, guys. So heads up. The price is a little volatile right now, no problem, right? We can see prices as low as this section down here, so I'm just going to go ahead and mark it off for you, and everything would be good. This would be technical entries right down here, okay, guys? So please be careful while doing this. Do not over-leverage during these very uncertain times, and everything will be good. These are existing resistances. This would be take profit shorter-term traders. Psychologically, that would be your bull flag, and this is your inverse head and shoulders, 228.37, and we have a final liquid top that could be equivalent to these targets here. So just under, I believe that was, what was it again? 230.93, right? So, or 92, I think it was. And your bottom side right here, guys. So that's about what I'm looking at, man. And yeah. So remember, guys, to send over your, let's see, 229.57, 229.50, yeah. Remember to send over your proof of purchase to arcabulls@gmail.com, and I will assign those for life for you. Okay, guys, the description is below. The code in the description below. Anyway, thank you so much, team. I think this is a pretty good place to leave off. And should you have any questions, reach out to me at arcabulls@gmail, and we will speak very, Jerry, Scary Larry later. All right, team. Adios, everyone, and adios. Please take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as I cannot suggest for you to buy, sell, or hold any assets whatsoever. Ever, 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 ever. I need you to do your own due diligence, and everything will be cool. But with that said, team, I wish you well, a very good rest of your night and or day, and I will catch you at the bell mañana. Adios. No, not yet. Let me give you this real quick. This is the bonus for those of you who watch all the way. The formation has a different take profit target, okay? So that gives you the probability of reaching these tops should we have enough thrust, okay? Here we go. This is your resistance top via probability base. It would be 243.34 to 245.40, give it a few days. And of course, we have liquid tops located right at that 241.64. But because we changed the shape of the formation, that's why this comes up as extremely, extremely relevant. So for those of you that saw this in the chat below, now you're going to be the only ones, right? So make sure to hit ATW ×2. I love you all very much. And yeah, let's go ahead and leave these targets right over here for you. All right, team. Adios. Peace, 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 and peace. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I just stopped recording there. Sometimes I do that. ATW ×2. Yes. When we, a lot of, let's see who posted up on, let's see who responds to that on YouTube. That's really what I intend, is just who can react to that, because a lot of people stay for the oh yeah, and it makes it's just cool, But yeah, no problem, Michelle. I got you. No problem. All right, so yeah, guys, let me. You gotta love those. Yeah. You know how those go, man. And a lot of the true fans, they'll stick all the way through. They'll because sometimes, very, very, very little times, I change that ending, and then somebody will say, I saw it. I feel like eventually I'm gonna start giving, start putting giveaways. Should you know what that was? I'll take it all the way to the end. Wait 5 seconds of darkness, and then come on. Arca, you manipulative bastard. But yeah, guys, why don't you give me here just a few minutes? I'm gonna post up this video quickly so we can so we can tend to our normal scheduled meeting here, nightly meeting, or daily for some of you. All right, yeah, the Easter eggs, yeah, that was the total hunt. Okay, guys, so let me just put on some quick little tunes here, and then do this just in a few minutes real quick. I'll go ahead and just mention at everyone that I'm back, should you want to just take a break, or you can just hold here. I only have one video to post. Okay, guys, so let's, just hang out here. Quick little intermission as we start, and we shall continue the silly chili. All right, guys, just a moment. Thanks, guys.
Man, we got 64 on live. Man, we got 64.
All right, all right, all right. Let's yeah, this is now gonna take it's time, right? Check it out. So this is 16 minutes, guys. If 15 minutes ago, if someone remembers, make sure to say Arca the video. I always forget, but I also, and I promise you, I use my phone. I use the device to remind me, right? I use the device to remind me, but when I'm talking to you guys, I often just immediately just exit out. I just say no, you know, stop talking, don't interrupt me, and then you know, I'm back. I'm back at the play. So yeah, guys. So if you do remember, just say Arca the video, right? But yeah, it's got 15 minutes to go, so we're just gonna start off our analysis here. Let's do it, guys. All right, let's see. So we're gonna start off with a QQQ, and let's see where that's gonna land. Sorry, team. Sorry. Oh man, what a cool thing for Rivian, man. Yes, you know, I could absolutely do that. We were talking, guys, look at this, man. So we were talking about bouncing from this area here, guys, to get you know, your short-term traders, right? Your day traders, from entries down here 1464, 1478 to exit up here 1542, 1552. It absolutely happened, right? But the thing here is that we bounced from this, right? But I was telling you this, that price should do this, right? But I had a feeling that we were going to bounce from here, which is how the trajectory kind of went, right? With the arrow. Oh my goodness. Let's go. Did anyone take advantage of this play? This was really good. And it still has upside to go. It looks like. I don't know if anyone was already long Rivian, but so far so good, guys. That play was immaculate. Good deal. And Blessed Beyond is saying, let's see, hello, could you please update us on FNGR? Of course, I've only seen XRP. Yeah, XRP is usually what I do, right? So, and I don't blame you because FNGR has no volatility. It's such boring price action. I understand completely, my brother, and yeah, for sure. So let me go ahead and start this off with the Qs, right? It was Quinn's request, and we'll go ahead and follow up with FNGR right after that. Is that cool with you, my brother? Is that chilling, or what? And yeah, let's prep ourselves to do that now. Let me get the Qs up in here. You know what? We're gonna start this off. We're gonna start this off with just a whole new chart. Okay, cool. Thank you. We'll start it off with a whole new chart, and yeah, guys, look at this. Remember, I was telling you on the Qs that we really should be testing this. It's just, you know, we had a huge parabolic move, and then you know, these short-term bounces, like we'll use those for something else, you know, like this particularly. These two areas here, we just use them as resistance to come back down, right? But eventually, not even this gap was able to stop us. So it really came down all the way down to the lower ends of these, particularly this area here. So this could be it. What I'm saying is that this might actually be the bottom for the Qs. And should there be any further downside, well, we're going to go ahead and evaluate that now for potential entries, as there is, you know, your immediate short term. Oh, well, it is a higher low, so that may be okay. All right, yeah, I think I can absolutely see what the probabilities are already. Good deal. Blessed, speak to me. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Let me get a sip. And by the lows, I also mean the lows for crypto too, which means BM&R upside and everything. What's the 50-day SMA, brother? Is that lower still? And where is the SPY by chance? Let me see. I don't have a single chart. Oh, maybe this one. Hold on. We're at 671.92. Do you have the SMA 50? I can just load it myself, bro. But if you do, let me see. And an SMA, right? There we go. I can use this chart here. There we go, sir. Let's see where that SMA 50 is located. Hold on. On the daily, bro? On what time frame? Your daily, right? I assume that you're talking about the daily. Yeah. That's a 50% retrace of your day. 672.79. The ES is probably already, dude, the ES probably is already there. You know? So yeah, let me get this sip real quick, and we'll start off with the QQQ, and this will tell us everything too, man. You know that this thing leads the whole pack, so let's get it moving, man. I'm gonna start it off with the daily. Let me get rid of some stuff. Let's get this prepared for the real deal. The real deal. Let's see what's up here. Momentum 1. Okay. Hold up, guys. Hold up. Okay. Let's do it. 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 And I'm going to bring up the NQ on the other side. Let's take a look at your 12-hour time. It was already going up. Nice. What is it, Thought Zeus? What you reading, buddy? Okay. Wow. So your QQQ in comparison to the NQ, which is your futures contracts right now, right? Dude, wow. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah. So the QQQ was already above the resistance here, so that's already very good. However, your futures contracts indicate that you're just below it, right? The daily time frame, the daily time frame on the NQ, that actually went a little bit lower, right? It looks very similar to the Qs right now, and it is jumping up, right? So it's already above the prior bar's close, your daily time frame. So this, we can already see that it's grabbing momentum from the immediate short term, specifically like a 5-minute maybe. Yeah, we have a lot of screaming upside there. But let's see. Okay, cool. Yeah, you would just have about an hourly downside in NQ. That's about 96 points. That brings you down to about 25,236. Hold on. Yeah, these would be the relevant supports for sure. Available, thrown around in circular. Oh, let's go, man. Damn. That's interesting. Oh, yeah, that he's saying that. Look at this, guys. OpenAI is requesting U.S. government support to help guarantee financing for the massive investments in AI chips and data centers and needs for expansion per Bloomberg. Hundreds of billions available being thrown around in circular investment, yet they want government help. Dude, it's kind of, it takes, it's the nerve kind of thing. All right, yeah. So as far as the queues, I can already see that this would be in, I'm talking about immediate short term, and that would be probably Euro Open. So 1 a.m. Pacific time, 4 a.m. Eastern, your queues would be potentially testing these lows here again. So 611.71, wow, to 610.17, bounce to the upside from there would last. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty nice. 6 hour, oh my goodness, man, let's go. That would be an 8 hour jump. So we're looking at, jeez, dude, let's go. That's going to be really good. 8 hour jump would push you about 7 points. So that would, you're going towards your 618. It's going towards this gap here on an 8 hour time frame. So let's mark off the resistances for that zone there and continue it. It would be just about like this. And you have liquid tops as well, particularly this area like this. Okay, this is your next resistance. Downside would start roughly around there. So your 12-hour time frame is still low. Daily still dropping. You're looking at 3-day time frame still dropping as well. 4 days. 4 days still dropping. What the heck is it doing all the way over there? Weekly. Bi-weekly drop. Let me get creative here. 3 week. 4 week, 5 week. That may have already happened though. Okay, let me see your weekly on this. I really don't think that's gonna happen. There's an indication of like a really low target on this, but I really doubt that. Let me see. So we would make it up towards the 8 hour gap, 25,005. That would be rejection at this point. Equivalent to that huge, massive, bi-weekly. Let's see, bi-month. What's the quarterly low on this? Let's see. 22,278. Fair enough. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be, I don't think you can break below a couple zones here, specifically on the weekly. This not only am I talking about your the weekly time frame down here at its own open, right? But still, that zone of 25,220, I think, is a low. Should we put actual liquidity levels on this, guys? Then I'm going to give you this here. Let me look at the Qs on the weekly. I already identified it on the Qs. Okay, and there's one more zone too. Then it would be roughly this area here, and I really don't think it's going to happen. But still, we have to mark this off because it is of probability for it to kind of perform for us, just about like this, just short of your target. Actually, let me see. This one. Well, this one we're gonna have to adjust a little bit there, and then this one here would be just short of your gap top, right? You know, this is the gap top right there. So I'm thinking that it would be just before it, right? And I'm 607.37 to around 607.11. Same difference, but yeah. And should you need the target if it fills the gap, which I don't think it's gonna, 603.92. But the reason why I'm saying, guys, that this is not really feeling like we're gonna start going towards really heavy bottoms. And I'm really biased. I am biased over this. Well, I mean, I'm particularly biased over the 610. You know, the 610.29 to 611. We're already there. But should it be that we retrace all the way down to this low here, that would actually be the prior bar's 50% retrace. This one. Right, so we'll retrace that 50% and continue towards an upside. And also this, 12 and a half hours, 13 hours prior to the closing of a biweekly bar, it starts to retrace. So we're 14 hours and 41 minutes presently speaking. So in 2 hours, the downside should have already happened. And if I'm looking at this on a weekly time frame, I would be looking at the Qs in the weekly as well. And hold on. So look at the difference. Check this out. I'm going to show you the Q here. And then this is the QQQ. So the QQQ is, I'm sorry, the NQ. This is what's live right now. And it came down towards these two wick tops, right? And you have that red middle one. So that same situation is right here. Here's the red middle one and these two bars. So I believe that it already happened. And this would be continuously recovering, which now tells me that your actual downside would be this here, since we already grabbed this via the benchmark. Oh man, that is tough. That is absolutely tough to read, but all good in the hood. Let's continue with the pricing of this. So I would say that the Qs are likely to run into these resistance tops first during the after pre-market, right? So this would run in here, resist at this point, come back down, double bottom from the area where we're presently sitting, or you know, its local low, bounce this zone, right? Resist at this point, validate the break, and continue this time around. So in this time around, we would actually make it to 618.34. Pull back to validate the support at this point here of 615-ish, right? 615.19, and this would have us pretty much close this gap. But tomorrow is Friday, so I'm not sure if we're going to have enough liquidity to close that gap, but should we close it, your resistance levels would start at 623 to about, actually, I would say 623 to around 624.14. 624.14. Here we go, team. My goodness. Cool. Sam Altman was given a subpoena while talking on stage. Damn. Oh my goodness. Okay. So these are, guys, this would be the technical play towards that upside. These would be resistance levels for shorter term traders, right? This one too. And technical entries on all of this, guys, would, that would probably be down where we just said. I don't think we're going to reach this, but of course, remember, I have to keep it in there just for whatever, but here it goes, right? So that's 608.51, bottom side 607.34. Absolute liquidity down there would be 603.92, but true entry targets would probably be around that 611.71. That's fine. And the bottom target would be 610.29. 610. is it doing that? Okay. That's really strange. 610.29. It's all the way down there. Curious. Okay. All right. So that's yeah, these are the entry conditions here, guys. And aside from that, I can then just start giving you here your exit conditions, right? So exit conditions, shorter term traders would be roughly up at this point here, right? Secondary to that would be this top side, 616.31. Next would be just at about this point. Let's see, 617.37. Next one would be 618.34. And should this thing have the available thrust during the day, then it would be observed right up here. Like 624.14-ish. Hold on. Yeah. And the bottom side was 623.10. There we go. And that's what I'm thinking the Qs could do. Okay, team, please be careful. And don't over lever, right? All that, you know what I'm going to say, you know, all the little stories and little jigs and stuff, right? Okay, buddy. Let me do LAES after the FNGR. Is that cool, brother? Is that cool with you, man? Okay, guys. I know it's cool with you. I know it is, Sebastian. Sebastian. Here you go, guys. Let's go ahead and take the screenshot here on the QQQ play. Now we know overall how the market can behave coming into... guys, the freaking XRP video. Man, come on. Hold on. Let me post it. Let me just spread it. Seb, dude, I have a wild idea, and everyone, please, you can chime into this too. But I do have a wild idea, bro. Do you have any connect? War G, what's up, buddy? I thank you for checking the. Yeah, I'm not sure if you're still around here somewhere, but thank you for checking in on the YouTube side. Do you have any contact or any way to get me through to the CEO of FNGR? I mean, I will deadass reach out to him personally, but to interview him from my side. Would you do you think you have some kind of pull like that? Because that would be pretty interesting. And I'm not, including YouTube, X, including Discord or whatever, we're pushing about what, anywhere between 23 to 25,000 subscribers from the ARCABULLS team. So I'm wondering if that could be something that can, help me help you type of thing. And yeah, no, I wouldn't no, yeah, dude, ask, and then present who I am and what I remember. I've covered them for so long, right before all that good stuff, and yeah. But dude, see if you can get in touch with him, ask him, buddy, and throw the Arca name out there. See if he would be interesting in spreading the word. But I know he's done things. I know he's done like kind of little interviews here and there with other influencers too, specifically William, I think a couple years ago, right? William Ferrand. So this way I can actually talk to him in a different tone, specifically to the probabilities and statistics that his company shows through behavior and charts. Maybe we can talk about potential, whatever there could be as the I know there's also going to be like little disclaimers here and there. He's not going to be able to tell us to move the stock price and all that good stuff, right? But yeah, we can always talk those details. And should you want to be present for that too, buddy, we can do that as well. But honestly, it would just be an online thing, right? We would just interview him via, I don't know, like Zoom or something or whatever. He answers to his interview with Ace tonight were very underwhelming, in my opinion. He had an interview with Ace? Like Ace interviewed him? I don't think he's going to want to do me now. Did he, brother? That's curious. Oh, man. Okay. Sebastian, you being from home, see if that's something that see if that's something that I can push. All right, do it, buddy. Let me know as well, and then we can always touch back on that and see what's up, right? But I love you, buddy. And just real quick, who else do you think would matter? Is there a strategist in the company or a maybe a CFO, right? Should the CEO not want to do something, just in case, if you get like a hard no, pull the CFO or something, or ask him to see if there's somebody who he would be comfortable with answering some questions, but it would really be him. But yeah, brother, you try. Hang on, let me get the sip. Lemmer, Seb is not Seb is not a stranger to finger motion. So he can get word from me directly to the source. Like, you know, the Sebastian is like pretty much my apprentice. You know what I mean? And I trust Sebastian with everything. I know this guy can. I know he can. He's got words, and they live near each other. Finger Motion is a Singapore-based company, and Sebastian's rich like that. Sebastian, it is your favorite ticker. It's been forever, right? He was right on it so many times, and he made me cover it, and I was like, "You're right, damn it!" I would always try to get him out of it too. I'm happy he didn't. But anyway, guys, that's I digress. I apologize as well, right? But let's. I'm curious about FNGR as it breaks some of these lows. Yeah, he doesn't like it when I cover it these days, so that's why I've kind of slowed down. Blessed, just to be completely honest with you, right? Because I'm not one brother in. Listen, I come from the small cap world, from micro caps. Like I'm not unknown there. A lot of people know who I am there, right? So that means that a lot of regulation and a lot of people who talk and do whatever they know who I am too. So they'll try to use, like, the speculation is that they'll try to use me against whatever probabilities, you know? Like, for example, what's happening here on the price action here, like, why now? You know, why now? Why is it breaking down now? I mean, I get that the opposition move happened here, right? But they can absolutely hide this and make it a head and shoulders, and this thing would just drop to oblivion here. It'll literally drop to 50 cents. So that's what I, you know. The problem is that many people from FNGR are in my community too, right? And a lot of people want to know. A lot of people want to know, what are you looking at, Arca? What is it that you see or whatever, you know, because of the track record and because of whatever else. So I'll try to be as transparent as I could be, and I'll try to be as honest as I can be, and I'll provide the analysis that people are asking for, because it's not, like, brother, it became a thing because it came, like, people in my inbox, people on the comments of X, everywhere. I was getting like, Arca, can you please? Arca, can you please? Arca, can you please? And I can't not do that. You know what I mean? I've always been about the people, and I've always been about helping retail. So when I decline that, I don't want it to be to where it's like, oh, this guy sold out and he's an asshole, right? And he was never about this, and it's not like that whatsoever. You know what I mean? But yeah, dude, we're at super liquid double bottoms right now. Like, that's for sure. So I'm gonna ask you guys this. Don't let Seb answer the freaking thing, because, like, Seb is ruthless, right? Seb only cares about me, and that's it. He cares about no one else. He will literally stand and block bullets from me, only me, right? So don't let Seb answer this. I'm gonna ask you guys very, very sincerely, right? Sebastian, dude, I love you so much, man. I'm gonna give you this option. Would you like for me to let everyone know, like, what I see here? I can just post a video just like I did for XRP. We'll just film it real quick. We'll put it up on YouTube and let's go. You know what I mean? So that's look at Sebastian. He's typing. Guys, Sebastian is a powerful trader. You guys gotta know. Sebastian is a very powerful trader. He wants me to say it is bearish, bro. We have to come down to the target. You know, this thing only has around 12 cents of daily ATR. This thing has 2 cents to the downside plus 33 and also 30. So 8 cents in total could be the absolute outlook here. Actually, sorry, 9 cents. Yeah, just about 9 cents. He released it at 8 p.m. Eastern. it always starts moving lower when there's attention to it. So here's the title. Here's the title of it. We can say that the title is heads up with these lows, right? So that would be 8765. That would be Pacific time, 5 p.m. Right now with me is 10:38 p.m. Pacific. So, okay, 5 hours ago. What do you think, Seb? Should we? I can say watch these lows. Macro bottom actually is 128. Seb, don't get mad at me. Why are you mad? Come on, man. Okay, frustrated. What are you? You don't have a smile. That's what you don't have. Dude, come on. I love you so much. Really? Okay. All right. It's just people on the comments in YouTube, like people are asking. I'm going to get LAES for you, I promise. All right. So this is the best way for me to do FNGR2 because you know how I get into this thing, bro. I won't stop talking. So I'll limit myself to the 9 minutes of a video and then just do it. Okay. So, I mean, dude, it's people on YouTube are asking and I'm getting those. And then right now, like somebody just asked for the first time on one of my lives like this, dude, that's crazy. Now I know it's getting thick. So I'm going to say, watch for these downside targets, right? Because people know that sometimes the downside offers the opportunities here, man. And that being said, hold on. Right before the upside, there's hold on just a sec. Hold on. Let me see this real quick. So from this, yeah, where's the midpoint or the lowest point? This is the lowest point. Damn it. The lowest point is a double. Oh, okay. So I would have to do. Yeah, never has this thing ever done that before. So I would have to do it from the highest point. Okay, so this would be the highest point here. And I want to measure how low that went. That's all I want to do, really. Let's see. Can I do that? Okay, here we go. To the lowest point, that was just about a good 6.78%. The highest point on this, I don't think I could count that, or should I? We're already sitting at 9.21, but if I do it consistently to like how this was, like right here, doing a 6.78%, look at that. It's leading to 135. And 135, yeah, no, it's I still see a little bit lower, but it is rhyming, bro. It's rhyming with history. So that's not bad. Okay, cool. Let's do it real quick then. And do you know, Seb, I don't know if you've ever studied it like this, dude, but have you seen this to be correlated to to any of the indices? That I can just do real quick so I don't have to talk about it. So I'm going to do a correlation coefficient. Let's do the, I don't know, bro. Let's do the IWM. Daily time frame inverse so far. Hold on. Sort of inverse. Yeah, I mean, it would be good if it was just completely inversed. I'm fine with that. I just need something to give me, oh, what? Bro, this thing is growing. Yeah, the immediate short term is completely the IWM. Dude, like almost, that's like 90% correlated to the IWM. So there you go, man. That's what I'm talking about. Let me get this next chart over here. And this would be the whole. This would be the whole prep, right? So this IWM. So you guys could also. This is good information for everyone, actually. All small caps. Let's see. Oh my goodness, dude. Let me see this on a weekly. Yeah. I wonder if this thing wants this. Between this area, between this zone here and it would be kind of like a bear trap, like this to this wick low. This thing here, right? There is a weekly gap over here, so there are things that can invalidate the continuation, bro. So, in fact, I'm going to give it a pocket. Yeah. And, yeah, man. Yeah, dude, this is, the IWM looks bearish. And there's, oh my goodness, dude, look at that fair value gap in here. There's also this gap over here, dude, and this major gap made out of two of them, bro. There's a lot of room for a potential bear trap on this. So anytime that we've broken out of a major resistance, that would be incredible to know out of this asset. Like this here, right? This position here would give us some critical information too. I'm going to do this just right now with you guys so I don't have to do it in the video. That'd be a 6.50% jump. Oh my goodness, dude. These are the minimal ones. Yeah, so macro time would give us a huge bounce too. So that would be, yeah, that would be from this point here, breaking out to this local, it would be up to here. That'd be a 26% incline. Breaking out of this area here, that also, man, that's a huge upside. So I'm wondering if this is about to do something similar, bro. In fact, this is, I'm gonna count it here to about just 8% up. Perfect. So those smaller ones do kind of count too, bro. Like this one here to this point. And this over here, let me see how big that was. Holy crap, I'm finding a lot of rhymes now. Okay, IWM breaking from this point to this upside right here. That's 7.19%. Seven spot 19, 6.49, 26%. And that was after what? After all of this here. Bro. Sebastian. I think, hold on, dude. Shit. Bro, I think the IWM, dude, no, I'm telling you that I'm reading here. You're up to an 8-hour time frame. They're correlated like up to yin yang. Like 90% correlated all the way up to 8 hours time. That means immediate short term, bro. And I think the IWM is about to break out. Like breakout. With massive invalidations everywhere, dude. I think this is going for new highs. This means the entire market may be doing it too, bro. Whoa, dude. And also crypto. What is happening? Seb, I think I just got the canary in the coal mine. I think this might be it, bro. I think we're getting ready to pop the roof, and IWM is showing it. What the heck, dude? IWM to the SPY. Goodness gracious, dude. I don't even need to go anywhere else. Look at that thing. It's like 95% correlated on your weekly time frame, bro. Look at that. My goodness. Let's go to the daily. Dude, what was that 4-day? 4-day time frame is also all the way up there. Daily time frame is mid-bound. What is it? 50%. 50% correlated. What's the 6-hour time frame? Massively correlated in your immediates. 8-hour time frame doesn't look so good. It's fine on the 3-hour. 2-hour time frame, bro, that's 80% correlated. Hourly time frame almost 90 something. Dude, look at that, man. There's something up here, man. We are completely correlated on a bi-weekly time. Monthly time frame increasing. Quarterly chart is also increasing now. Dude, there is something going on. That might actually be it, Blessed. It could be it. I felt that it was going to be kind of bearish because of all the jobs, all the initial jobless claims. They're going to increase in light of Amazon releasing 30,000 people, and we got another company releasing 40,000 people, and we are not really looking forward to more claims. Somebody just added, we were just added 50,000 jobs, right? And that's on top of the jobs that we just lost. So are those jobs available, or are they cut forever? I'm thinking that it's a balance, right? But I am also worried about the number of claims increasing. And I don't know. I don't know if we priced that in already. I don't know if we priced it with that huge drop that we did in the broader markets. So this is a very critical thing to kind of look at here. This is really, really insane, dude. And if we're looking at here, like just one more time, FNGR. Correlation coefficient, IWM. Apply. We're starting off with your 30-minute time frame at just, massively correlated here, right? Hourly time frame correlating, 2-hour time frame up in the 70s. Actually, that would be, what is it actually? 73% correlated on the 2-hour. 3-hour time frame is 80% correlated, 40%, 70%. A 4-hour time frame, 70%. 6-hour time frame is 79%. 8-hour time frame, 71% and increasing like crazy. 12-hour time frame, 73% correlated. Daily time is starting to, from inversion, it's starting to correlate. By daily time frame, it's starting to correlate again. 3-day time frame looks like it's got a curve to correlate. 5-day time frame completely breaking. I think that this is trying to get back to massive correlation with the broader markets. It's still, this is your tailwind. That's how it's been. It's been inverse the market. So the immediate short term is now starting to curve your larger term. That's what I'm seeing so far, dude. And it really is starting from immediate short terms. This is crazy, dude. 30-minute time, hourly time frame, 3-hour. Dude, this is insane. Look, as soon as you get into the 8-hour time frame, 12-hour, it's like now it's giving the curve. Dude, this is going to correlate to the markets because something is going to happen in the markets to where they're going to explode or die. And I don't think it's going to die. I think we have upside. I think we have upside in the general market. So I think Finger is going to be forced into a deeper correlation. Now that the IWM and small caps are completely correlated to your large caps, dude, there's something up. There is something up. Okay, let me just run that. Let me run that video because this is incredibly important for people to know. Should I release this later in the video? Stewie, let's see. Dude, when you're catching the strength of indices, starting to curve this thing around, that's a different story, bro. Now it's not sentiment. It would be broader market. So it would just you know, the index or the indices would now force this thing into its bias, you know. Dude, what the heck, man? Hold on. Yeah, there's a strange there is a strange shape going on here. Let me get myself out of the way. Hold on. Look at this. Get rid of this. Keep that correlation there. Okay. Here we go, bro. Check this out. That thing. Let me try to meet it. I think there's a fractal growing out of this, bro. Some crazy thing. I don't know if it's just me or whatever, dude, but if I feel like it's there's something correlating here, bro. I have, man. Sebastian, are you holding a lot, buddy? Are you holding a lot of this of FNGR? Destiny, you are? 6,000 shares, bro. Something tells me that this is gonna be what moves you to heaven, bro. You used to have way more, really? $10,249. That's what you have, blessed? Okay. Wow. You had 5 digits? Yeah, look at Blessed. He has 10. 5 digits could be anywhere between 10 and freaking 999. I'm sorry, 99,999. Okay? That's a huge gap, brother. Anyway, let's do it. Let's get this thing going. Sebastian, please, bro, I love you. What I only long this ticker anywhere below $2. Yeah, so $2 is generally an opportunity for FNGR. Okay, cool. I love you. Also, let's film it. Let's just do it real quick and we'll continue to LIES real quick, guys, and see what's up. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay, guys, so I got to talk to you about a present, and I got to say this, a present correlation between FNGR and something else, and that presents us a great opportunity. Now, the great opportunity would also present us with some downside targets, but before you log out, stay and listen to see what that actually turns into. So before we get started, please do me the favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, do everything necessary to get this thing to live long, thrive, and survive. My name is Arca, coming at you here, guys, at 10:59, just about 11 p.m. Pacific time on Thursday, November 6th. Spot price on FNGR post-market closing at 138, daily time frame 138. Actually, let's just go ahead and make sure that that is completely at, yep, just 138 post-market. Okay, so I want you to take a look at this shape, right? Just what we have here, and I'm just going to show you here the index, which is known as the IWM. It has kind of there is a bit of correlation to it now, right? So this is a whole new thing, the way that it's presently showing itself like this, right? So it for a long time it grew inverse the market. Inverse the IWM, which is the Russell 2000, representing small caps, right? So, but with that said, I would like to visit the analysis first on XRP, on FNGR particularly, and show you here what I am looking at as far as a support bound. Now, the most obvious support bound, I will talk to you. I will talk to you later, right? But the reason why is because there is something on this particular immediate downside that we should be looking for and that we haven't tested just yet. So if we can observe this like from a weekly time frame, maybe, so we can drop the grain here, so we can start seeing more clearly what this is kind of looking like. Well, you're gonna catch some immediate supports, like, for example, this zone here, right? Somewhere around this pocket here, because as we come back and touch it, look at this, right? We touch that bottom side via this little tiny wick down here, right? And we kind of stretch the price, right? This wick at the low came very close to this point here. In fact, that should have been what we tested. And also this, it should have been what we tested. But what we tested actually at that low was actually the top of this area here, and catching the support from this bottom side and near the IPO of this company. So let's just do this, right? So, I mean, I can go ahead and just enable the drawings here, and I will just draw, you know what? I'll do it like this instead, because we still have a full chart here. This top side, right? Let's do it like this. No, sorry, this bottom side. Here we go. And just like that there. And that's presently where we came down to. Right there. Let's do this. Look at that. Right here. So that's what price action is essentially kind of doing, right? It wants to come back and validate that. But since you had a bottom side like this, which was the top area that we looked at, this one here, right in there, this top zone with this top zone here, since we have that existing, that means that this was a liquidity grab, right? This thing came down quickly and then recovered and made its upside, which still is relevant. It is very much relevant, except that we absolutely have ranges that we need to be aware of. I mean, infinitely. Number one, I'm not saying that we're going to go down to this level, but if we did, I think it would be an outstanding opportunity, as there are a lot of buyers down there. So we're looking at the supports of either 130 to just about 128 with a liquid bottom of 125. I can't say that the 125 would be anything. Honestly speaking, I really feel like the 130 area to just around 128 has a lot of rhyming. But again, I'm not saying that we are going there, and I don't even know that we can. So now that we're kind of deep into this video, I'm going to display to you the targets and the reason as to why I think we may actually reject this, reject the bottom sides that we were just talking about, right? Okay, so here we go. Now, while I draw these targets, I just got to let you guys know, right, that should you join the ARCABULLS trading team, guys, I will never message you first. I'm not coming up to you to greet you or to say like, hey, welcome to the team or nothing like that, right, guys? That's not what I do, right? And there's a lot of scammers out there that are doing that, and they're trying to take over my name just to kind of get you to you know, pass me your XRP or whatever. Give me your wallet for crypto or something, right? You know, or get you to think that I'm gonna throw you some bones or something. Guys, just don't do that. I will never reach out to you first, never friend request you first or anything like that, okay? So just heads up on that, and everything will be cool. All right, so I'm thinking here that we have the bottom. Yeah, I think I identified it. Let's see. Yeah, man, we're already at a gap there. That's insanity. Okay. Yeah, this would be the area here, guys. I really just have to make my mind up on this. Yeah. There's the other gap. Perfect. I know it's really all the way down here, but it's similar to the targets that we were talking about. In fact, I do have to acknowledge that. So here we go. Number one, here's what happens statistically. Your weekly time frame and especially your bi-weekly time frame, take a look at the count. See, it's coming down to about 13 hours, 53 minutes. So statistically speaking, your 2-hour time frame being twice the size of your weekly time frame starts to retrace the market, meaning it decompresses at roughly 13 hours prior to the close. We're at 13:53. In an hour, this is likely to start its retracement. So now, because there is a retracement happening, your daily time frame experiences something, right? When you close the bar like this, what else did we close? Did we close a 2-day? No, not yet. Almost closing it though. We closed a 3-day time frame. We also have a new 4-day, but it's not closed. Okay, good. And let me just check your 6-day here, because this is going to start getting juicy at this point. This is where I want you to listen. Okay, and let me just check this day here. Nothing. Perfect. All right, so your 3-day time frame was the one that we identified as closed alongside your daily time frame as well. Typically, when you open up a new bar, right, like the new 3-day bar is going to open just like your daily, right, you tend to create something called a peekaboo. When you open this bar here, it's going to give you the impression that you're going to move towards the upside. Sure, you can move up a little bit here, right? You can actually come right to this resistance at around 140, just 2 cents up. Get this resistance and then come back down to give you a fake out. So this fake out would be a bear trap. And I'm thinking that's going to happen here pretty soon. Or a liquidity grab of sorts. So when we come down to this area here, you're not facing just a regular support. You're facing historic supports in your larger time frames, your weeklies. There are gaps there. Just like these supports are all over it, right? So just like these here. So if it is that we're going to come down to that area, then we can identify the secondary zone, which we said it was around 136, right? So if we look at now on the 3-day time frame that we didn't actually, interact with, look at this. Your area of about 134 is just right here on this gap. So another reason for us to maybe not even be able to get below that zone. So that's what I'm really thinking. I'm thinking that your support bound is what we just drew here. So we have a 50% or a correlated area that would be roughly at this point. So focus would be this. This is a focus zone as far as what I'm thinking as a potential buy zone, but guys, do not take that. Remember how FNGR can be. This thing could be ruthless, and it could just, flip a script here and then whatever else. Okay, so yeah, this is the area that I'm looking for kind of a macro bounce here, guys. It would be a pretty juicy bounce from that zone. So let's put in let's put in these things right over here, guys. Just like this, just like that, and just like this here. Okay. Now the psychological reason. Here's your psychological reason. If you remove all of this, right, and just head over towards like a monthly time frame, well, when you're observing what you're observing here, right, and let me actually add a bit of volume as I want to know how that's looking. Let me get myself out of the way. Okay. Yeah. A little dangerous. It's confusing here because we are in fact dropping in volume, right? But we are also increasing in volume too. Right? Now your monthly time frame, it just started. So the monthly low would be located at like literally 40 cents, right? But again, we are at macro supports. Huge gap right over here, right? We're talking about your 134, 130, your 130s area located within massive supports that are months worth, right? That's what I really mean, that these are actual, tangible supports. So my theory is that there could be some type of liquidity grab. Should it be that we liquidity grab there, that means that your 2-week time frame on its average pulls back to the 50%, which means that if we do see that 134, the 50% of this bar would be located right about this point here at 151. So hard targets on the 151 would naturally be anywhere between 145 to 151. Yeah, 145 to 150. So 145 to 150 can do a lot from something that's jumping from 134. This has 12 cents to the upside, guys. That's putting you close to around 150 already. That is called a reclaim of structure and a false breakdown. Why would that be the case? Because 151 and 150 is located right in this area here. Right in this resistance. And you're reclaiming the structure of all this. So now we have to use all that momentum upside that we got from the immediate short term and break out of that area there. So that's what I got there, team. Okay. Yes, there is a very bearish formation everywhere. But I think that it has a chance for an upside here, guys, coming in. And let's see what it does. And let's see how it affects it as we break above the zones of 145 into the areas of 147 and 150 and 151. I want to know what price does above that. Okay, there could be a psychological something there, guys, because the last time we came and bounced from this area down here at 136, look what happened. 136 to where? 150, right? Looks familiar, huh? So let's see how that feels. The 150 retraced back to validate these lows here. So we would validate 141 to around 140. So from here, come back down 141. And then look what happened. 165. Pull back, validate this area on top, right? That's your zone of around 150 that we talked about. And 150 then turned into 178. Let's see what it does, team. Let's see how this behaves. But there's a lot of correlation here. There's a lot of something. And this is also telling me that your broader markets are likely to lead the upside. Now, how is that possible? Well, that's possible because of this. Check this out. The IWM is growing in correlation to the SPY. This is your correlation coefficient. We're almost done with this video here. Your correlation coefficient is already, look, I'm just going to show you like the settings, right? We have the SPY here, the S&P 500 broader market index. It's correlated on a 6-hour time frame up to just about what? That's about 70% correlated. Your 8-hour time frame is growing, and you're growing into the 12-hour, and see how all of these face down, but your 4-day and 5-day are still massively correlated to the upside here, 95% correlated. So what does that tell me? This 98% correlated to IWM to the SPY. That tells me this. Let's go back to FNGR and finish it off. This is your 3-hour time frame correlation to the IWM. So as we look at these immediate short term, they are growing in correlation, right? Look at that. 6-hour time frame sitting at just about 80% correlated. You're growing into the 8-hour time frame. This is about 73% correlated to the IWM. Your daily time frame went from inverse now to starting to correlate, right? You have your bi-daily time frame with a turnaround here. It's starting to correlate. So what this means is that we're starting to overall correlate into the major time frames. So that's what I'm basically saying here, guys. That FNGR is getting forced to correlate into the markets. And if we have things like, you know, like your 2-month time frame on your IWM against a SPY, so that means that FNGR being correlated to IWM and then the IWM being completely correlated to the SPY means a gigantic upside is on its way. And we have validated upsides. Oh my goodness. That's what I'm just going to basically say here. Okay. So, this is a pretty good place to leave off the video, guys. Should it be that you want to purchase some of these tools from me, guys, look in the description below, and you'll find the links there, guys. Trade like me, right? This is all live data that you can get as you trade. All right, team. Well, this is a pretty good place. I will talk to you guys very, very scary Jerry Larry later. All right, guys. Peace, 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 and peace, team. Adios. Please take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as they cannot suggest for you to buy, sell, or hold any assets whatsoever. Ever, 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 ever. I need you to do your own due diligence and everything will be cool. But with that said, team, I wish you well. A very good rest of your night and or day. And I will catch you at the Bell Manana. Adios, team. Oh, yeah. All right, team. That was it. That was it for that. That was it for that. And oh my goodness. Hold on. Yeah, so yeah, guys, let me please allow me to put that up here, and just let me show. No problem, Blessed. I got you, buddy. And now this is what your S&P, like what the SPY could be looking at into tomorrow, right? Or looking like. It's already trying to go. So let's see what's up, guys. That would be a very, very interesting turn of events. Guys, we're going to analyze the last one here. It's going to be LAES, right? So why don't you guys allow me here another 4 or 5 minutes just to post this video. Let's get LAES done. And should there be any other requests, please let me know, guys, and we'll get this done here. So just allow me those few minutes and we shall do that little do, right? Let's see. All right, guys. Just a moment, team. Okay. It looks like we're just gonna have to wait again, and let's continue the analysis from here. The date today, guys, is November 6th. Hold on. Seb, thank you, buddy. I'm so sorry. I just got your message right now, but thank you. It got down to 785. Oh, dude, that was likely. Let me stop the music here. We're gonna do our thing now. This is what I was saying. It's just that I'm not gonna wait this. You know what I mean? What I was gonna tell you guys is just that the drop could have been in its block sale. You know, so it could have been a block trade in the Euro Open, brother. Hold on, guys. I'm just making sure that the artwork is up. I didn't want to have you wait anymore. At least you can hear my voice here. Okay. Oh my goodness, man. Okay, it is what it is. Okay, and also just a quick little update here, guys. Let me put my headset on. This is XRP leading towards the downside that we were talking about. Rejection at the 224, like the momentum one was showing us, and potential entry conditions down into the 221 to 219.46, and it's still not killing the momentum on the inverse head and shoulders. Let me put this thing on, and let's just go towards LAES. Tesla's shareholders have approved an $878 billion pay package for CEO Elon Musk. Who is long Tesla right now? No way. No way, dude. Let's go. Guys, who is long Tesla? Is anyone long Tesla right now? What in the crap? Sold already? No way. Dude, what's the 24-hour price on it? Let's see it. I mean, if it just came out, it's got to be... Oh, my goodness. 24-hour market is just at it's $6 up, $6.50 up. It's it's $6.54 up. Damn. It's still red, though, on the day. But it's up already 1.5%. Damn. Seb, you haven't pulled anything out? What? No. Hold on. No. At this point, you know, it's after hours. Like, we couldn't get in. I mean, unless you can. Are you able to trade this thing right now? Oh, you're up like 25%, I see. You still believe in the downside? Dude, what if it does happen and it just has to go and fulfill its support before it goes up? I mean, you're not wrong, bro. It's up 1.5% now. I guess we're gonna see how this works out. Let's see what's up. So in lighter news, yeah, let's get to LAES here. It ended up, oh my goodness, dude. What the heck happened here? Was this the prior day's play? Or did we just miss the crap out of our entries? Guys, this happened today? Why did it drop so hard? Did anyone release any news on this, or what was it? Why did it do that? I need you to see me. Hold on. No, Seb. Hold on. We gotta treat that a little differently, because you have 4 weeks, right? You have 4 weeks. Did it already touch the 50% of your month, right? Okay, so this was a focus, but I feel like this was the play from the. No, this was the play for this last session. We were supposed to bounce that liquid from 641 to continue upward, but this thing fell off the grid. Is that in light of the index? Oh, the index, dude. What was mentioned today? What was bearish today, guys? It could have been anything. It could have been Nvidia. It could have been Apple. It wasn't Apple. Apple was upside. Nvidia certainly dropped super hard. Microsoft also dropped even harder. Most quantum stocks were down also. Yeah, so that also lines up with the IWM. The IWM dropped like crazy today too. I mean, check out this chart. This is all today. The Todd Zeus is saying a lot of pressure due to repricing of possible. And what about well, yeah, remember this. We were given, you're saying no December rate cut, right? Remember this though. We dropped to a 67% sentiment instead of the 98% sentiment that we were in, right? Oh yeah, hell yeah, dude, absolutely. Even that, the 98% or 99% certainty of a rate cut December dropped to 67. That's massive, right? But we were also given the potential 50 BIP rate cut as well. So maybe 25, but maybe 50, but lesser in the sentiment. So there was kind of like a, there's a teeter-totter there. So I'm really wondering like what it is that we were trying to price in. Hold on. And this on like, for example, your SPX. This is the support here. We're looking at it on a weekly time frame, but let's put it on a daily or something. This is around where I was talking about going up to. But if we put the SPY and go all the way up here and choose a 12-hour time frame, let's see if we kind of got that. This was the support that I was speaking about, right? Like right down here. And that's kind of where we're at, right? And as of now, the ES it's bouncing. And look at this right here. Check it out. Right here. We went past it. And as you look at the SPY, right here. So the benchmark was the thing that got it. right? So that's kind of what I'm saying here. I feel like we got the benchmark to do it. Now the SPY would react to the QQ. Remember the Q play that we just put up too? That's I'm seeing upside on the Qs as well. So that means LAES is likely at the support, likely at the floor. So if that's it, guys, man, I think we got the major support that we were supposed to be looking for right here. You know, we bounced here, right? We got this resistance. We came back down and validated this. So that's good to go. Now we blasted out of this thing over here, right? And then we continued to the upside. And now we came back all the way down here, right? But the thing is that we came here on the NQ. And I'm sorry, brother, what are you saying? $5 billion of options contracts on ETH and BTC expire on November 7th. Could affect all markets. So $5 billion of options. Like you're talking about the futures, BTC1 and ETH1. Is that what you're talking about? Oh crap! Ow! Damn! Hold on, guys. There we go. Oh my goodness, I smacked myself as I was gonna go and like itch. Goodness gracious. Okay, so Eagle Eye, you're talking about the futures contracts, right? Because I think that's the only type of contract that we can trade on those. So if it is that, then there's a whole rebalance happening, and that would, you know, that would mark the end of Red October. So now we're going for a freaking Santa Claus rally, bro? Is that what it is? Dude, I think this is the floor, guys. I think this, again, I'm looking at the floor through something else, through LAES and the Qs and IWM and FNGR and also on XRP. Dude, let's, yeah, guys, check it out. This is what it looks like when it's ready to post. Right, we get the both of those check marks, and we just blast it everywhere. Okay, got it. Let's do it. Man, if that really is the floor, look at the recovery coming in on LAES at the end of the day. I'm talking about at the end of the post-market session. Look at that thing. What the hell did it tap on to get that type of a liquid jump? I guess let's just put it on there, right? I mean, it is literally the focus zone that we spoke of down there, but what is it though? That's 590. Okay, let me see 590 from like a weekly time or something. Oh, dude, it's the gap. Seb, look at that. Right about here. The target on this is around 587, right? 590 is located right at this point here. It might as well have been that. There's too much support there, dude. There's really too much support there for it not to bounce. So that's massively impressive. Let's go. Okay, so touching down. Yeah, dude, what's the low on that? 589, bro. Nice. It absolutely got it. Confluent to this gap, confluent to the closing valuation of this 12-hour bar, and all those gaps in the weekly time frame. Dude, let's go. This thing absolutely nailed it. Okay, so now this could be a liquidity grab. Don't observe this. Actually, oh man. Wait, we have a long wick here. We have a long wick right here, right here, right here. We also have this long wick at the downside. Dude, brother, I believe that this is the invalidation of your head and shoulders. This here. And people are not paying attention to it because this invalidated by going all the way above the head. This is just, it's way up there. So the head didn't make it higher. This is that technical invalidation. Oh my goodness, dude. That could have been the liquidity grab right there. Okay. Now remember your weekly, bro, and bi-weekly. In 17 minutes, this is set to retrace to the 50%, which is located at 651. We have resistances coming up at 626, right? But what is the after hours saying? We're already at 608. 626 is your next target. Man, my voice, goodness gracious. Hard target on the 626 would be 625. We're already beyond that. $625 to 619. That's like 616-ish. We're running about 87 cents on a daily ATR on this thing, bro. It's nice. It's at 605. Yeah, it's at this low here. This is a 604 low. Validating supports as we speak. If this thing drops again, or comes back down to validate something, I don't see it going much lower than. I know I'm gonna have to. Yeah. Literally that. I was just gonna say you're 6 to 590. Okay. Yeah, it's still the same support, brother. And your upside on this, we said a 626, right? It's still the same resistance. And the area in between is just about that 627. Like, dude, this is still the case. I can't believe that it dropped that hard, but it was based on your broader market. So if that really is the case here, dude, this is your higher low. 100% retracement of your local high. So your local high is literally located anywhere between I would say 665 to or 660, whatever that is, all the way to 680, 683. Hard targets would be this 660 to just around 671. If the broader markets are showing strength the way that I think they would be coming into the next day, bro, I think we're setting ourselves up. I think we're setting ourselves up for a pretty interesting resolve here. Yeah. Okay. Let me get rid of. Did we say 615 on this? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Cool. I think I know how to get this mapped for you, bro. Or well, I'm sorry, for everyone. Because it feels like we're gonna double bottom again around that 590. And or retracing to the 595, which I do think would be. Oh, I have a focus for you, Seb. Okay, everyone. Damn it! I'm sorry, Sebastian. I'm sorry. I'm like just singling you out. I know that a lot of you are heavy on this, guys. So I'm you know, I understand. There it is. That would be it. Let's yellow zone the yellow zone for a potential focus for the retrace into tomorrow, or well, the next traded session. Okay. Let me dim this guy a little bit, and that should be okay-ish. Okay, so entry conditions on this, brother. I think that we may retrace into this target here. Your 592. This could be your secondary zone. Team, don't over leverage, okay? Please be careful with whatever's going on. All right, because somebody could attack Tesla or whatever, and then Tesla's over there trying to bring down the whole market. Right, so I'm gonna I have to include your lower bound targets on this too, guys. So just don't don't throw rocks at me or anything. I just have to display it for you. Chilling. 601. Okay. Now the resistances that I think that we can go to, yeah, it's the same play. It really is the same play. We'll do this. Look. Even a 3-hour time frame can do it. Yeah. Here we go. So price action. This is likely to resist at your 613 to maybe 615. It's this resistance area, anywhere between 609, 613, or 615 or 616, whatever that is. Retrace this, right? You'll get a very likely bounce from the areas of 608 to just around 605 to 604, right? So you'll get that bounce from this area, validate your top sides, which could be located at 608 to just around this area here of 612, right? Something tells me 608 may do it. This would bring you down towards the areas where we should be gaining some type of focused entry. I think that the focused entry is going to be between 592 and 595 with potential liquidity areas or surrounding it, 601 to 580. This, I'm not sure if we're going to consolidate here for a little bit, right? It becomes kind of scared, right? So this would naturally launch us back up to this area of resistance at 616. That validates I think it's going to validate your prior day's low, which could be right around the areas of 599, otherwise known as 601. So that'll get us a continuation to the upside, of which I believe we'll have a short-term 620. We'll pull back and validate that top side just barely, just, it's a confirmation, right, for a short-term trading. This would bring us up to the 631 area where there's plenty of resistance. 631 has a liquidity top of about 641, which I believe could actually make it in that one shot. 641 would retrace the market, right, and start validating all of this stuff. In fact, I believe that from here, guys, be careful, because this would actually bring us down towards this zone to officially validate this break here, the lower end. And there's also lower end over here too. So I got to say that it probably comes down to a solid target of around 609 to 616. Okay, heads up. That's going to be I think so. Okay, I just can't. I'm freaking. You know what I mean, guys? Come on. All right. Now, from this area here, Fridays again are not typically. The Fridays are not typically very liquid, but should it have the strength and should it have the ability to actually go, guys, then yeah, I think that we can probably make an upside here from I'm sorry, to around this top side here. I think that we may be able to make it all the way up. But I said that yesterday and we didn't do it, but the markets were kind of, they were wobbly. So that, it just didn't continue. If we don't have the support of the markets, guys, then we just don't have the support of the markets. And that's really all it kind of boils down to. So that's presently what I'm thinking here, okay? So I want you to be careful. I really wouldn't like to see you over lever into these positions, right? They can bring a bit of pain, and also they could bring some serious depression, sirs. Okay, so just don't go into the weekend like, massively losing like that, okay, guys? I don't mean to, I don't know why I just giggled at that. It's like freaking hell, man. We got to be careful. Okay, let's mark off this target here. I know you guys can see my anxiety going through the roof. I really don't want to see anyone losing. It's not my choice, of course. It's not my whatever. I understand. I get it. Short-term traders can realize potential take profit target, short-term target at 631 to 623. 50% is very valid. I mean, incredibly valid. Okay, guys, so that's going to be just about this point here. And everything is pretty much good to go. Okay, guys, so that is the trajectory here. And I know that I have some random little targets down here like these. I do mean those, okay? So I'm just going to put I'll just put it in there for, for whatever. Here we go, guys. This one here too, right? There we go. Okay, there we go. That is LAES looking pretty saucy. You know what I mean? All right. So let me just take this. Right, and put it here in the chat, guys. I cannot miss another day of trading like that, guys. I think I have been catching up on sleep that I needed to, right? But also we got some good news coming in with the partnership with the exchange again. I think I got it dialed down. I'm going to be speaking to them potentially. You're not going to believe this, like in 30 minutes. So let's go. Let's get some rest, team. This is your ticker for LAES. I don't know if I've been posting them here in the chat as I go. I'm sorry if I didn't. Damn it. But I'm going to put them. It's only been like 2 or 3 tickers, right? Guys, the video. Did we post it? We did, right? Okay. You see the nightmare you're going me through, man. I'm sorry, guys. So yeah, I'm gonna start the at everyone post for the charts. I love you guys. I love you guys so much. Let's do it, team. Let's close up shop and let's get ourselves into some sleep and wish me luck, right, with the exchange, and we'll get ourselves to algorithmically finally something. All right, guys. I love you all very much. Please, I wish you a very good night. And if any questions, reach out to me. Okay, team? You be safe, guys. I love you guys very much. Okay, bye, Michelle. Bye, Mama. You be safe, okay? And just to be clear, today I received your message, but I was actually in the middle of homework with the little guy. So I wasn't really paying attention to anything. Thank you so much. You have a good day out there, okay? Sebastian, I love you, buddy. You be safe. Thought Zeus, thank you for your help always, buddy. Ninja, love you, buddy. You take care. Eagle Eye, love you, bud. Stu, later, man. Denny, BD, love you, bud. Cyberkill, I see you in there, man. Leo, Thought Zeus, EP. Bye, guys. Bye, Destiny. Take care, okay? Wesso, love you, buddy. Take care, team. Goodbye, everybody. Peace and peace and peace and peace.